Your mind tell you you are what, and I look your car skin.
The world, the cultural hypnotic societal mechanism wants to impress its identity on us. It wants to let us know who we are not. You're not good enough, you're not smart enough. Most people in this room and on this YouTube right now are more familiar with what we're not than we are with what we are.
Your mind is going to tell you those people they are racist, and you believe it. When we're born with belief, but then we're taught to have doubt. I didn't go to school to learn English. I was those kids who never had a dream. I never think, oh, I'm going to be like this. Never. Person around you, that the first they go to doubt you. Somebody has told us a man and woman, that is what life is. So you have to have sex with woman. Somebody said like, no, a man and man, also they can have sex. A woman to woman, they can have sex.
I like girls kissing girls where I'm from, and that's on the radio. Girls on girls, that's promoting lesbianism to my daughter as we driving to school. This song they playing with Drake.
No one knows where they get it from. So now, the one who knew is just for a man and a woman, they are crazy.
Welcome back to the Rubasha Family Podcast, guys. We are here for another amazing episode. Dad, we're looking fine and sharp as usual. So thank you for taking your time to come and sit down.
Can I do your part? Yeah. Towards J2's competitiveness game. Up to 10. You always try to not say okay. Always try to look safe in the middle. Look good, especially when you go to the camera.
So, welcome to the Rubasha Family Podcast. I'm here with Dad. Thank you so much for the fix with the fashion sense. That's something that, I noticed today. So guys, we went to the Melbourne Cup today, had a great time creating content around it, a festive and tradition here in Australia that people go to. And again, when you walked in the building, you were different, man.
Yeah, that is how I learned something called perception. So the way you change is the way you look, the way you carry yourself. It means a lot of things. Yeah, it means people read you, people read your book, the confidence you enter the room. It changes. It welcomes you, you smile, you talk to people. So, and that's how we should live. We should live with that confidence. We should live with that flow, going a place without fear or anything, without any worries about what you do, what you're going to do. It welcomes you. And the way people welcomes you is the way you carry yourself.
So you talk about when you walk into a building, having that confidence. You've always dressed very stylish, but before you never had the confidence. So what was that like?
So that is where now life experience comes in, where you walk a place, where you go to worried, who's going to look after you, who, you're looking around something there. And you have a feel yourself walking a place, and no one asking anything, but you walk like, what do people think I'm doing here? Why am I coming here? You are worried. What people are going to think or something like that. So now, when you change now to have that confidence now, to have that presentation where so people welcomes you before even anything. So it is communication. People communicate to you before anything. So that's what the difference before. So before you feel no one wants to talk to you, before it's what do you call it? It's no connection. Yes, you have to learn to connect with people, and the fashion connect with people. See, we had to choose the way we live. I could have continued live the way to live, but now when I'm more stylish, I'm more presentable, I'm more confident, make much easier to connect to people.
But so I like what you said because it's the non-verbal communication.
Yes.
Straight away when someone looks at you, they can see this person means business.
Yes.
I've had that experience, going in and doing what I'm doing. But let me ask you, what's the difference? Because you've always had this style. So have people always complimented you on your style even when you weren't confident? Didn't that not raise your confidence when people were coming and telling you?
Yeah, so where the confidence start coming is where now people start now talking to you straight away because of fashion. See, the fear you have to talk, now people talk to you straight away. The word comes you straight away. You see, that fear ends.
So before you really have been working on yourself and working, within the power of who you are, before that, as I said, you've always been stylish. So when you were going to places, people were complimenting you, but you still had the fear, or were they saying things to you?
Yeah, but I think also before, I wasn't get much compliment.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. When you get compliment, it's opening the communication from outside. But you see, it's you because also you change in your mind now. I'm going to that place. This is my place. I want to communicate with the people. So what you feel in your mind is what you go to think. See, if you go to think, oh, these people don't want to welcome me. These people, they are, or they are like that. There's too many things you're thinking negative in your mind. Is what you get. If you feel you're not welcome in your mind, you get that, even though you could be dressed well. So what you feel in your mind, it's what you go to get in the people.
But let me ask
you have to think. So when you go to think, these people don't dislike me, in your mind, is what you go to face. Even though you are stylish, even though you look good, you may be looking good, but your mind is telling you, these people, I don't know who they are. I'm not comfortable with these people. I'm worried about these people. You see, your mind is telling you negative things there. But now when you change, I'm going to these people, I'm going to connect with these people, no fear anymore. And now you presented well on top of that. You see, there's a confidence in you. And now there is now the stylish outside.
External presentation.
External presentation. So you have to have two. See, you could have external presentation, but you don't have that confidence inside on you. So it's totally different. So those are the two key. External presentation and then the internal confidence. See, the confidence is what to wear inside. That is the most powerful. But now, when external, also there's a presentation, the top of the stylish, you combine. That's how you feel you're good. That you feel you're welcome there. That you feel you're a star. That you feel you have something there because you have to. I used to walk with stylish, but with external. In my mind, it wasn't like that confident, that thing there. But now when you wear both, you wear confidence in you and the confident external emerge.
Where do you think the fear comes from? Those thoughts?
Yes, the thought. It's our mind. It's. So I don't know where it's coming from. Sometimes it's coming from because what you feel yourself, how you. So you remember yourself could feel going somewhere, but you feel you're not worth it inside. Your mind tells you are not worth it. So you have to talk to your mind. See, because maybe your skin of color, or because your education, or because your financial situation, because there is a lot of things which your mind connect to you, and then your mind can tell you, your mind can tell you you're worthless, and you accept it. And you're a human being. You have life, you breathe, you eat, you thinking that. There's no one else put you down than yourself. Your mind can put you down. You can't believe it. So you have to talk to it. You have to change it. You have to communicate with your mind to change. See, that people knew. Most people know this secret. The power of mind, the presence. See, that we call it the presence of God. It's in you. And both good and evil, they are in you. Your mind tells you you are worth nothing. Look your color scheme. You're going there. Those people, they are racist. And you don't even know them. Your mind is going to tell you those people, they are racist. And you believe it. And you look them in their eyes, you think they are racist. You see? So you have to change your mind. But when you change your mind, say, oh, mind, no, you're lying. See, that confidence comes now. See? And when the confidence comes, you go to those people, you communicate with them, and you wonder, oh, I had fear. See? You could have fear to walk a place you cross on the street. Because you see people standing there, or you see something there. You cross on the street. Your mind tells you, hey, those people, they look at you. Look the way they look at you. And you cross the street. See? That's the person I used to be. Until I know my mind is God. Until I have power and the presence in me to tell me, to dictate me, I am worth it. I am a man. I have confidence in myself. I do not fear anyone. I don't attack anyone. I am me. See, you have to know who you are. And that's the change.
I think that's powerful. You know, like we spoke a little bit about it the other day, but I was thinking about this when I was at the gym too. When we're born and we're children, we're born with belief. We're born with the belief that I can fly, I can do anything. But then we're taught to have doubt, or it's like we're taught and it's learned to have fear. So for example, right, as a child, you know, I love what I'm doing. I love football. I love playing, you know? So as I started to go through my childhood, I'm going to be a footballer. I'm going to be a footballer. You get a little bit older, even in teenager, you're still quite a young age. Then someone can tell you, but what's your plan B? So your brain, my brain, I remember as a child, my brain used to be like, what do you mean a plan B? Because as a child, my heart knows that's what I want to do and I believe I can do it. But someone says, well, you need to have a plan B in life. And then you say, okay, what's a plan B? Oh, that's if it doesn't work out. So then as a child, I've never not thought of it not working out. So then you learn to have doubt. You learn to have fear on top of our survival instincts. Then we fight those beliefs. But if you go back to say, who are you? If we look at the Bible, it says you are made in the image of God. In the Bible, it also says you have dominion over things. So somewhere along that line, you have dominion. So we are the God's creatures on earth and have dominion over things. So when I think about that and what that means is there's nothing that's too big for me. There's nothing in the world that I can't conquer.
Yeah, so now, that's where now I change now. So,
hey guys, I'm here at the headquarters of Pro Visa Services, where you can get first-class professional service. You see, life is all about the service that you provide other people. How can you obsess over other people's problems? How could you obsess in the finer details in order to achieve your dreams? As a first-generation African immigrant, know what it's like to live here in Australia. The beauty, the life, being able to see my loved ones every single day. And we know so many other people want to be able to share and cultivate that experience. Well, here at Pro Visa Services, you get just that, a family environment where you're able to make your dreams come true. Make sure to follow Pro Visa Services and the Rubasha Family Podcast.
when as parents, see, there's some things parents we have been having ourselves, see, because we learn from our parents they learn from their parents thing there. So now when the kids they are growing up, so the parents who don't have that confidence in themselves, so the parents also, they're the one who pull down the dream from their kids. Because a child, if tell their parents is going to be like something's big, the parents don't believe it. So they put him down. It is a fear. See, the fear, oh, you have to do this. Oh, no, you can't do that. Look, you have to go to school and this is the only way things are good. See, the fear parents put in us is where when you are a child, some child lose confidence. Some family, not everyone. See, so the parents, they can put fear in the child, or the parents can always put the children down from their dream, especially if always the dreams, they are big. Okay. Yes, because we are worried. we're thinking there. You see, and is that something, you have to pray to God to give you that thing there. See, so if you go to pray to begging God and you're in trouble, you think God is going to save you. He's not going to save you. See, you're going to be punished. And if you keep doing that, and you keep doing that fear, or if you don't do that, God will punish you. See, the fear we put in our children sometimes is which make them putting down, losing their confidence, living in the fear. So sometimes parents could have a bit low on that, especially if we don't know, if we haven't learned this mind of power, especially most for us African parents. You remember also parents, we could have that weakness. We could not have that strong power mind. See, if you don't have that strong mind, it's hard to do it for the children. And that's going to go to found the most children be successful. You look in the family, there have been those rebellion kids. There's those kids who have what they want to do, who are fighting, who have been in trouble, who have been something there, and then they end up become what they want to be. See, but it's a war to do and to be what you want to do, because your mind is the key, and also your environment. Yeah. So your environment may put you down, and when you keep you down all the way, also you lose your power to become what you want to be.
So it's like your mind and the environment.
Yes. So but environment, when you are children, environment have a big role on that. And then when you grow, if you don't learn it, you can keep it and go in that direction. See, I grow up. When I'm 50, I start thinking with my mind. That I was thinking I could be different there. Why did it take me nearly 50 years to understand that? But when you try to communicate to you, I try to teach other people, our mind is powerful. No one believes what I'm saying. See, it's hard. But you have to witness yourself. You have to talk to your mind. Everything you do. This is not things you do which doesn't come fast from your mind. Nothing. And people, they keep thinking it's something's outside. No, that thing's outside. See, there's some things happened to me. And the other day I was thinking, how did it happen? See, I used to like to just smile. See, when I used to smile, people think I was happy. But you see, it was not confidence, nor even how to communicate. Somebody talked to me, I just smile. You see? And then always when you smile, because of the fear, because that weakness, people think you are happy. Even though you are not happy. But you see, you end up become happy because people keep telling you, always you look happy. See? That's how I end up become always happy. Because by mistake, people, they were thinking, because I keep smiling, I was smiling because I couldn't be able to communicate. I couldn't be able to say something. Somebody says something, I smile. And you say, I can say yes, even if I don't understand what you are saying. Say, okay, yes. You see, that smile, that fakeness to be happy. So it make, again, to be happy because it become what most people keep telling you. You see, that small thing change, but as our children always is consistent, put them in the fear.
I think even when you say the thing with the smile, you know why that's powerful? And I saw this, that in anything in life, we get it wrong a lot of the time is before you seek the external in terms of, okay, this is what I want to achieve, right? So I want to talk, let's say, with, your desire on becoming a motivational speaker, right? So like you said, you were smiling. In life, we have to become it first. Yes. Before anyone else tells you you're a motivational speaker, you have to be it right now. So when you be it and you become it within your mind first, then the actions that you do will align with who you become.
Yes.
You know?
So my story now, look, when I started listening, my motivation speaker, Neville Goddard, I could listen to him talking, and I keep listening to him. And the time I was listening to him, and I was saying the right things. Now I was thinking, how can I teach other people? But I didn't know how I can do that. I never think, in a million times, I never think I could be in front of a camera and I talk and I teach from what I get from Neville Goddard. So now, continue to listening. I thought I was try to look some of the other people who could send me. I sent all my friends this Neville Goddard. So maybe somebody can, who are smart, can listen to him and can try to teach other people. I thought I couldn't be able to do it. But now he keep telling me, think about it. Can you be what you want to be? And I said, yes. See, but it took like 2 years to feel you can do it. And then later you feel, oh, I'm not qualified to be a motivational speaker. Even English, even speak, I don't know, you don't even English properly. How are you going even to be a motivational speaker? But you see, now you have to put in your mind now. I can see now myself, I want to be Neville Goddard. I want to be like him. I want to wear a tie I want to talk. I want to teach people. I want to tell people this mindset. I want to tell people they are God. Their imagination, it's their God. That is what Neville Goddard teaches people. So I keep thinking about it. Now slowly I start talking about it. I start teaching about it because always it was keeping in my mind. Always they keep telling me, you can do it. You can do it. And it took time to do it. But I see now myself like him. I see the way always I see his picture. And as I say, look, I'm going to be like him. And then later I meet another motivational speaker, Reverend Ike. So also he was black, him. The other one was white. But they have the message that they say. And they say, wow, all those are matching the message I want to teach. They were teaching me to tell other people. See, and that's how it is. You have to see yourself in your mind first. And now other things come slowly. Now, when you look what you can do, so teach you now to learn. They tell, okay, there is a course here. See, you knew you can't do it, but you can do it. But you didn't know there is a course you can do that. Now, the second phase, it takes you to course. And then you start reading course online. You start doing things there. You start reading something there. And then you start now thinking, oh, that is the way. So now the stage I'm in now is just to take it even a bit further now. To be now a leading motivational speaker, even get paid to speak. Excuse me. See, I'm speaking just to share, to inspire, to my view, our idea for our podcast. But now I want to go to talk to people. I want to talk about 1,000, 100 people to inspire them. And then I get paid for that. So I want to be a professional motivational speaker. See, you start saying it. I start singing it, imagine it. So that way telling me, look, there is a way you can do it. So now there's 3 ways to do it. Not only to think in the mind. So you have to think in the mind. You have to feel it in the mind. But now to become reality, because you're not qualified, so you have now to have start the process to qualify. So the first process to qualify, it's learning what you want to become. Yes, there is a learning. You see, you can't just go to speak in front of 100 people. So you have to learn how to speak with them. You learn how to plan your speech, your introduction, the body, and conclusion. So you have to learn those things there. And to learn, some people learn quick, other people take long times. But because it's in your mind, because you keep learning, consistent learning, keep listening other motivation speaker, keep talking, keep like these things we're doing now. I'm practicing. You see, today I'm learning. And I've been learning without knowing. All those interviews I've been doing with you, it was a learning process.
I was going to go there.
Yes, I didn't know. So now I'm doing the course. See, you have to learn. And then after learning again, you have now to prepare now. Establish how you are going to do it. See, that is the second thing. And then plan well. What is your goal? Who do you want to speak to? What subject you're going to speak to? And everything, you have it there. See, they came stage by stage. Now, the last one is just now to wake up, go for working, start looking people who I'm going to there, who's going to invite me to go to speak, who's going to invite me to go there. So now I realize, these people keep talking everywhere. You see, they get millions. Everyone starts like this. So that is how it works. And it's everything. If some things you never learn from school, you have to do all those 3 subjects. Because remember, you could even went to school. You have a degree, you have something there. And you ought to become something. There's still also the learning process. You got to go in different direction or in different your dreams. Yeah. So I used to think, you have just to dream about it. No, it's not enough to put in your dream only. See the dream, and then there's those action you have to do. 3, learning, planning, then working.
And working. You have that gift. You have that talent. And that gift and talent needs to be seen. It needs to be heard. Your downfalls, your amazing moments, your business needs to reach more people. That is what we do here at the Rubasha Family Podcast. So for a select few, we can have you as a guest on our show. For me as the host to ask you questions about what you do. This is a skill, creating this content, being able to film, produce it. It is a valuable skill that we have learned, and we want to utilize that to help as many people as possible. So you'd have me as your host, ask you questions, get to know you and your business and how to build up your personal brand. We're then able to market and repurpose content from the podcast on all platforms, including your network. So if you really want to be in touch, if you want to be a guest on our show and be able to use marketing material from this valuable podcast, from your valuable story out to more people, we have that available. So I wanted to go what you were saying because it's powerful. So, even through your change, and we can go in and talk about communication and everything else that we're doing and that you're doing in your life, because this is a very powerful topic. So it's like you learned this information, this powerful information, about Neville Goddard and the power of the mind and how powerful it is. And subconsciously, from what I'm thinking and from what you've been telling me, it's like maybe it didn't even come to you to be a motivational speaker at that time. You were listening and kept listening to it. You can correct me later. You kept listening to it. But there was an inner desire into you to, I need to share this information. Like, I want to share this with so many people, right? But you didn't have a platform to do it. Of course, you talk with your friends and family, but you didn't have a platform for you to be able to share this information. So you were becoming this person that you were hearing. You were becoming your environment in a way because of the burning desire to share this information. So that led to a bridge of incidents for you to say, hey, Eve, let's start a podcast. So then that led my mind, which aligned with yours at the time, even though maybe my mind was somewhere different, to now start a podcast, which is a media company. Then you use the platform to start to share, naturally in an interview and by yourself, to start to share what you were learning. Because as you were learning, you had a desire in you, a burning desire to teach. I need to teach this information because it's changed my life. This is powerful. I'm powerful. I don't have to go by the life of what other people think of me, or maybe I'm not good enough. I'm 50 years old, but this has changed me. Even with my family, I don't argue with my wife. I don't get into things because of the power of mind. So you kept sharing this information. So you now have become this speaker. You've become a speaker, So then it led to you then thinking, okay, I'm on this camera and I'm seeing the results it's done. I'm seeing people talk to me. I'm seeing myself in these guys I used to listen to. And so then that led to, no, I want to delve into this further. I want to be getting paid to speak to thousands of people. So just before you now into that stage, you have a whole catalog through this media company. So now when people are saying, who is Alois Rubasha, they can go in and see thousands and hundreds of videos. We have 600 videos on this podcast of Alois Rubasha doing exactly who he is.
Yes.
So you see how it led from here to here, the burning desire to teach. The burning desire to teach said, wait, I can do this for a living. I could be a speaker. It doesn't matter how old am I. If I'm a God and I have the presence of the power of God in me, it doesn't matter my past. It doesn't matter whatever. At this age, it doesn't even matter my English. So now not only am I teaching what I'm learning from these guys, but I have become my own version because I have different qualities Neville Goddard. I have a sense of humor. I am Alois Rubasha who is unique. So it's so interesting to see how subconsciously, without even you knowing, you learned, you planned through a bridge of incidents. And I had a talent into maybe this content creation part where those aligned. And now you have become a world motivational speaker.
That is now the connection of mind. So the connection of mind, as you say nicely, when you say we do like podcasts, I didn't know it was going to take us to send this message. You see, but because always is in my mind, it was just keep building up. So that is how it built. You see, everything's still in your mind. It had to come. It had to happen. So if it disappears from your mind, so it doesn't happen. But you see, it keep coming. It keep coming.
What kept coming?
So your mind say you are a motivational speaker. So the reason is that you never always a day can pass without listening your motivational speaker, without listening Neville Goddard or Reverend Ike. So that is mean it's in your mind. But yeah, so what I'm saying, you can't even listen in anything else. No. It's in your mind. You are going like eating. You see, people eat without thinking, but they have to eat. So now, if you have something burning desire, you have to listen it without doing anything else. The way you eat is the way you listen. So now, to keep listening, it was a learning. It was in your mind. I will not go to do anything else. Go for walk, you have to listen to him. Go for work, you have to listen to him. Consistent results. So,
but was it a burning desire to teach what you learned, or was it a burning desire to be a motivational speaker? What came first?
So what to teach?
To teach. So
yes.
It's like, I need to get this.
Yes, I want to get information. Because also, you remember, you need to acquire more information. You are scared you can't teach, first of all.
You were scared?
Yes, you are scared. Now, when you're scared, is why now you keep listening. So you keep listening. So now, the more you listen, the more now start to remember what you have heard from them saying. Otherwise, if you hear something for first time and you go, you're not going to remember again.
Can't retain it.
Yeah, so you have to go again, the third time again. And now, the process now, even you start writing them down. See, you start writing them down. Start listening, or them writing down. See, you don't know you are learning. See, that thing say you're not qualified, but to listen every day, some things you are never doing before, that is learning. That is the process of learning. See, it's the same everything you do. You keep working, you go for your training for soccer. You keep learning, you keep training. Every person does something. That is the process. You see some things you want to do, and you see it everywhere. You watch news, presenter TV, you want to be like that person. You keep listening that television. So the process is the same. So because there's something you couldn't become always good to stay with you in your mind every day.
So what made you come to say to me, let's start a podcast? What was the idea? What was the vision behind that? What made you?
So that was part of like a business or something new you can do. Let's do podcasts. Like, because also I was learning marketing with social media marketing. So now that's where social media marketing comes. Oh, maybe even if to podcast, it could be much easier. And then also because I was listening, never go that through YouTube, and then also I can see the podcast listening. You see, it's all connected. So what I was listening, and I see them talking, and I see their pictures every day on YouTube, and I can see them listen. So that's how they connected. Say, okay, podcast. See, but when you say podcast, you don't straight away thinking it's how you go to teach your message through. So you just think it's podcast, but you don't know what you go to talk about in that podcast. So and you're learning some things which is already in your mind.
So you didn't think straight away that I can use this podcast to teach what I'm seeing with these guys. But you said, okay, podcast could be a good business for the social media marketing. But was it also like the way I see Neville Goddard, I can also be seeing myself on there as well? Yes. But you didn't know that you were going to be teaching
like that. Why? I didn't know I could be talking like them. I didn't know I'd be like see. Or of course, I used to think I want to be like them. But when I do the podcast straight away, I never think that way. But now, what happened now? When you keep going now, when you keep talking now, and then you start sending like a Facebook thing there, when I look, I say, oh, I start to see myself become like them. See, that is how mind remind you. Look, you become like Neville Goddard.
When you see stuff on YouTube,
you see you're taking message to people. You see you're telling something there. And you see, when you're starting this thing, it's just to tell you, to talk what you feel, to share. And some people listen to you. And they do. Some they respond, others they don't respond. But the message is going out there. And to change, that is not your job. Your job is just to speak. Your job is just to feel your experience. Because you see, also this is troubling. But when your mind tells you, keep saying that. Say, oh, you can't do that. See? And then, okay. But later your mind say, oh, can you do this way, something else? And you wake up, you record. You wake up, have a message in my mind. Okay, let me share this message social media. That always I keep saying, the person who have created this internet, YouTube, Google's, this social media, it's a game changer for the community. But you see, it has both good and evil. There is nothing it doesn't have both. Everything in life, everybody's in mind. They have two things, good and evil. So you choose which one you want to use.
And even with when we talk about this social media through this podcast, you see what you're doing. A lot of people your age, obviously it's a young age, but they think, oh, I can't do that, man. And they have a desire to do it, But like you said, you have learned how to use social media to teach. But I just think that the reason you're still here today, doing what you're doing here, of course, we help each other with the consistency and the love and passion for this, is because you have a burning desire to teach what you're listening to. That is the cornerstone of everything. That's what's going to keep you going for the next 100 years.
It's burning desire. If I was born in a city in Kigali, in Rwanda, in the capital city, my father was a merchandiser selling product, thinking there. I was born there. I never thought in a million times what I'm doing now, I could be able to do that. I was those kids who never had a dream. I never think, oh, I'm going to be like this. Never. I never had a dream. But because my father was doing business, only I thought after I grow up, I work with my father's business. That is what I thought. I never was question about in this. For me, what was burning for me when I was growing up is to finish school. Even to finish, I was struggling. I was just keep going to school. So to be able to have that time, that time period to be somewhere, and then I work with my father. So, but it didn't happen. But you see now, also that growing up in my father's a businessman, everything is businessman. Always that mind used to be in me, the powerful mind, how my father was connected in the business. You live a city where you connect to any high profile people around there. See, when you're kids, you don't know. So when you're growing up now, so the life we're talking about, so to know is worth the word. You go back. See, my life, to know, these things connected, you go back when you were kids. When you grow up in Kigali there, how do you know I was not come now to be in television, to have my own TV, Rubasha Media channel? How? It's because also that entrepreneur, that connection business there when you are kids there. See, because I thought if I can't do what my father was doing, I'm failing. But no, there's nothing to be like that. So the business, the exposure, it changed. So now that is where the background. See, like now, I'm sure the people we grew up together now, they see me, they're wondering how did it come? Because even me, I didn't know how it was going to come there. So that's why the other day I was recording, say, I learned. The learning after school is where I can advise people. So to finish high school is okay, to finish diploma, whatever you finish. The learning now after school, I think is the best. What I've learned in near 4 years now, 3 to 4 years, is much bigger than what I learned in anything there. So now they change. I didn't go to school to learn English, to write like grammar, everything there. But now I can teach people from learning English on the street. I can talk. This powerful mind. The mind is going to teach you. The mind is going to teach you how to talk English.
Hey guys, this is Rubasha here at the Just Co offices, made for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. You see, we're living in the greatest time to be alive, where you can use the power of social media, where you can get your voice out there, your brand. How can you put yourself in the front position? How can you use and utilize a media network to be able to build your brand? That is the mistake so many people make. They don't know how to build brand. They don't know how to use their voice and the art of communication to storytell. We have that platform, the Rubasha Family Podcast, made for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs, where you could utilize the power of social media to get your voice out there. You're gonna either do two things. You're gonna keep scrolling, or you're gonna take action and create history with the revolutionists. You have one choice. Don't be like the 98%. Take action now.
You see, there's something also sometimes as immigrant where we learn language or something. So when you learn language from immigrant, and the immigrant teach you language, and like English teach you English, is totally different. So when you learning English from immigrant, like people grow up together, when you make a mistake, they laugh at you like you couldn't be thinking. You made like a mistake, in the world. They laugh at you when sometimes you got scared to speak that language again. But now we'll start learning more other people. I think I realize English like their language. And when you make a mistake, they never laugh at you. They correct you politely. See, when they correct you nicely, you keep wanting to learn more. See, that I will learn from Mr. Brown. This church, talking there. I can say something. He never laugh at me. See? He listen and then he correct me nicely, like without knowing even he's correcting me. You see? That is where I say, okay. So now, my brothers, when you teach your friends or English or anything you teach, don't laugh at them. You see? Because when you laugh at somebody, you feel something, you can't have that desire to continue. Maybe some, when they be laughed, they have to be angry to continue to learn, they not be laughed at yet. But some who are weak, when you get laughed at you don't feel even to learn anymore. But you see that those things we learn after, you look, okay, this is how life is.
It's so true because the immigrants, they're the first one. It's so true. You think because we're the immigrants together, like, they're the ones who they'll laugh.
If you make a mistake, you think you it's the end of the world.
They will laugh at you. They will say, "You heard what he said. This guy knew you're useless."
It says,
our English person or white man,
they never laugh at you because they love their language. They want to know their language. That's good thing they see, but that is learning. Learning is change, and the school is good because you have to have that period. Now learning after the school to do and to be and to have what you have, that is the key.
Let me ask you, how has this podcast changed your life? And by the way, I believe, and I have to do my research on this because I think I got a notification from YouTube, but it says something like it's our 1 year birthday for our channel.
Oh, we had to celebrate.
We had to celebrate that because, I was looking, we have over 500 videos on our channel, but we take that for granted, how powerful that is, man. Like, I'm even sitting here doing this interview right now, and I'm just like, something hit me like, yo, look how far we came. When I talk about you bringing up the idea, I remember our first interview, the mics weren't working, but we have been doing this for a whole year. There's a statistic out there. I was seeing this, and it was on the power of consistency. David Shands, great entrepreneur, great podcaster. He said, a statistic is most podcasts don't make it up to past the 6th episode. That's the statistic. Most podcasts don't make it up to the 6th episode. And he was bringing the point on consistency, that you have to come back again and again. So I just want to say congratulations to us. Over 1 year, Dad. We've been doing this for 1 year, and look how far we've come.
Yeah, at least, see, that is now a good reminder. And to know it's a year. So now we have to thinking now to the next level, to do things. And also the good things make us going. It's because we have what to say. See, when you have something to say, you can't stop. See, you can't stop. I can't stop because you have something in your mind to say. You have something you're talking to you and every day. See, because when you talk what is your mind is telling you. See, I keep telling people, our mind is our God. When you're sitting where you are now, every person where you are talking to your friend, you're doing things there. You are talking what is in your mind. That is why I used to wonder, all these friends I keep talking every day. But you see, a mind of God, He's have what to say 24/7, the whole year. The mind never stops. The mind never sleeps. The mind never sleeps. You are sleeping, you are walking, you are dreaming, you are in Rwanda. And you wake up, you're in Australia. You are dreaming, you talk to your father, you talk to your mother, and they passed away. You see them in your dream. You see them, every person who have been away from you. What that powerful is. What powerful you look now, I can talk to you, go back, you see where you went primary school in Rwanda, in Kigali. Can go back to see where I grew up in Rwanda, in Kigali. The people grow up together
At any moment.
at any moment. Everything, the mind talk to you every day. And now the power I learn now. So now there is no question in me which I can't answer. Every question it's in me to reply. It doesn't need to be confirmed like what you want to hear your answer, but I can answer through my mind and through my God. Anything. Because you have power. Now, with technology, everything's much easier. Other things like statistic or the math or those things there, they are in Google's. See, everything. So which sits in the name, all those things there, but everything to deal with yourself, your health, your happiness, your beauty, your love, it's within you. You can answer it. And when you see the answer, there's two. There's positive and negative. You took whatever you want to take.
Whatever you choose.
Whatever you choose.
And when you say that, like, there's also nothing that you can't do. There is nothing that you can't do.
Always I tell you, you pay money, you know you won't have your health. You pay money to go to the gym, and you know your gym is going to help you. You register 100%, you pay your card, the gym take your card, direct debit every month. But you wake up morning, your mind tell you, where you going? You want to go to the gym? Don't worry. Say, told what? It's look outside, it's raining. And you don't go. And you paid. You see, it's your mind. See, now, what I'm going to teach you, learn how to talk to your mind to be able to go, to continue to go to the gym. That is the mind. There's no other person who's going to stop you to do what you go to dream.
And that couples in with consistency. And I want to talk about this podcast because you're right. Even for me, I've been on that journey where I'm constantly I'm learning. So when I'm learning things and I'm gaining new information, it gives me a burning desire to speak it out. And I'm like, yes. That's so true. I've been going through where maybe I don't believe in myself, but no, Eve, you can do it. Wait a minute, I want to share this, and obviously we have our own media company to do that. I also have my personal YouTube channel. But like you said, when you're evolving, when you're constantly learning, the desire to learn what you teach becomes powerful. And that is what is containing our consistency in producing this podcast. Yes. And that's why even for me, I started to go back and started to keep reading. And that's why I make sure every day I set time to read, even if it's 10 minutes. There's maybe some few days, maybe one out of the day I don't, because let's say I start off my morning up early and I'm going, but every single day I have to read, because when I read, not only does it put empowerment in my mind, but I'm like, yeah, that's so true. And then I want to share it, Yes. Then when we're doing this podcast and a lot of the things we're talking about, we get tested. You see? So we can't just be coming here on this screen and talking all these things without being tested. You tell people on the podcast to keep your family together, to have family. What happens in our lives? We have issues within our family that we have to deal with. But then I watch back on the podcast and I'll be like, wait, we talked about this 2 months ago and now we're going through it. So how do I act? Do I live what we've been preaching, or is this something we just do? But it's so powerful. It's very powerful.
See, when I started teaching this mind, you are God. So the person who I can tell is my wife, they want, are you crazy? Or is something wrong with you? See, the person around you, that the first they go to doubt you. They tell you, and I tell everybody, Dad, what are you talking about? You see all those things there. See, that is how life works. Life it's in between you and your loved ones and your family ones. See, when your mind is telling you something to do, so the people you think your loved ones, no, they're outside. They're the same like anyone else. Even though your children, your wife, your mother, your father, your relative, no, they're outside. Yeah. So the people who are with you, they go to be against you, because when you talk different belief, you take your belief, and now they can't change their belief. See, the war we have in this whole world is a people to change their belief. Is a people to change what somebody has told them. So somebody has told them these things, they think that is how it is, and nothing else can fight for it. You fight for it. For example, and this those key, which so hearty, is make people fight, it make people hate each other between. You see, somebody has told us, life is a woman, a man and woman. That is what life is. In sex, you have to have sex with woman. And that's how we knew it. And that's how we believe it. So now, somebody say like, now, no. a man and man, also they can have sex, and a woman to woman, they can have sex. See, they say it. No one knows where they get it from. But they can do it. So now, the one who knew is just for a man and a woman, they are crazy. So you can't do that. Why tell them what they can't do? If they do, they can do what they feel. Why they think that it is? It's good for them. If this one they think what is good for them, it's good for them. No one should be judge each other. No, none. See, but that is what we fight. See, because everything we found it in this world. We came with nothing. Everything we believe, we found them on the street. We found them in the families. So that is the war. You are against these people because you believe this. But what you believe this is not everything. See, again, people eating, I wake up eating every food I can eat, everything there. Now people, they come, they said, no, you can't eat meat anymore. You have to eat vegan, this thing there. So that the people who eat vegan, they created it. So if they found somebody eat meat, they can even, see, that is the war. So the wars is between what these people believe and what other people believe. And this one, they believe what they believe is good than the other one. See, you're drinking. You're drinking, you are alcoholic. So the people who don't drink alcohol, they think they have a better life than anyone else in the world. See how they can do things there. You see, that is the war, the fight. If everybody can live, everyone live his own way. We believe in peace, but it's not going to happen, But you see, that is the war. People, they want to be who they want to be. They go to fight till the end.
Hey guys, I know you're enjoying this video, but please take the time, hit the link in the description and sign up to Alois Rubasha's new screen. You can sign up either monthly or for the year to really invest in yourself, to really cultivate your mindset, cultivate the power of who you truly are. It is all about the knowledge and power that you have with it. And it is the application of the knowledge that is going to take you far in life. This is an investment that is infinite, that has infinite amount of supply, because coming to Alois Rubasha's teachings, experiencing the Word of God, and what is the Word of God? It's about empowering yourself. That is what we're putting here for you. We're cultivating a community of like-minded individuals, for people who want to grow, for people who want to continue to cultivate that mindset of, I can do anything I put my mind to. I can go out and work on my health, work on my happiness. Nothing outside of me is going to make me happy. I can work on my love and my beauty because I have everything. I am an amazing person. You are too. So hit the link in the description. It's going to take you to sign up for your Uscreen membership today.
Yeah, and see, that is the fall in the life.
And it's true, because it's like we can all be tolerant. That's the key word. It's tolerance, right?
Yes.
So someone can come and tell me that I hate black people are the worst. Me and you, I'm telling you, like now with this thinking and exactly this knowledge and information, man, I can get along with you because that's your belief. Hey, man. Hey, do you, man? Maybe you think like black people like this. Hey, you have a family. That is your belief. If that's what you want to enjoy your day, man. I'll stay out of your way because that is your belief. That's okay. I'm not even, that's not even a wrong belief because that's what you believe.
Why do you believe things there? Somebody believe things, they think, see, and that is the war, this is the war been happening. This the war been distracting people.
Distraction.
Yes, distraction.
Now, your big thought is, man, I hate black people, And then me, I'm going to now go against you and create a war.
Yes, that because somebody they taught
me, yeah, we need to cancel you, we need to shut them up. But man, that's his life. And that's what he believes. We can be neighbors. I can be neighbors with you.
But when you go your home, you go to face your mind. You go to face, why did I tell this person this one?
But no, some of them, that's there.
None.
You don't.
None. Anything you do to people, other mind. You remember, other mind is God. All we are God connected. if you do a wrong to other mind, you go home, you go to face it in your mind. The judgment is in your mind. Everything you do wrong is in your mind, Eve. Yes. Everything you do wrong, it's your mind. You know, you go a place, you steal some things, you walk. No one sees you, nothing there. But the time you reach where you're going, there's nothing you go to think in my mind. What did you steal? What do you think there? When you see a police, you think is following you. When you do think there, you go to wonder, why did I take this one? It could be anything. It could be a pen, it could be something there. Your mind tells you. So is there something there? You insult somebody, and then you go. Do you think that person is going to peace? No way. They are lying. You go to feel, why did I do that? Why did I do that? See, those things in your mind. Of course, outside physically, it doesn't change anything. But in your mind, you have those questions. You do good or evil, always is in your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's like, but I think like when I used to jump the trains, for example, when I was in Sweden, I never used to pay for train tickets, but I felt good about that because I was getting to the location where I needed, and I was like, I don't have money to be spending on all these train tickets. I never felt bad about it, Dad.
Yeah, but as I say, you steal something in the shop, and you see the police there, you still they go to follow you.
Or if you jump the train, you have the back of your mind, oh man, them ticket guys definitely coming for me, you know, and you're always...
Yes, always there is worried. So it's always that you go to, anything you do, you just got to calm in your mind in any shape or form. And that's how life is.
Okay, Dad, I'm going to end it there because, we have to go. But thank you for this episode. It was a great conversation, a great learning lesson for the people who are watching, and happy 1 year anniversary to the Rubasha Family Podcast. I have to find out exactly when you started it.
We have to look, and then you have to celebrate. I think also you have to plan it to remember, so to could be able to build up. As you said today, you said some things nicely. So I didn't know I was teaching. Yes, I didn't know I was giving message to people. I didn't know I already started to become motivational speaker already.
You were.
You see?
Before the podcast.
Before the podcast. You see? Now it's taking me maybe also, you see? Yes. That is the key. That is why when you communicate now, we go to plan now every year. Now we celebrate it. We plan ahead with goals for the next year. I think it's very powerful.
And in doing that, even like you say, Eve, let's continue to have meetings, and I know sometimes that's something that we're still working on. Let's have meetings. Let's work on the website. Let's form this into a company. When you think about it subconsciously, we were becoming multi-millionaire media company owners. We will be becoming it. Before we had the title, before anything, we were becoming it. So when you become it, even unconsciously, you start to take the actions towards that directions. So if we're multi-millionaire, a successful media company, you establish the company as a PTY Ltd. You get business cards. You have a website. You have a streaming company with Rubasha Uscreen. You are on all these different platforms. So we became these people before anything.
Yes, especially even now I'm building the skill now. It's a big in mind. I keep looking them there. I keep trying to there. Now I can sleep listening myself. See, I can sleep think there, and I keep building up now. I'm on the stage now to make more much better now. As I say, wow, how is this happening? How this could be happening in this way? It's a simple way. Dream it, think it, imagine it. Yes, remember to dream it, imagination is totally different. Because when in imagination, you see it every day. You see you can do it, and then it happens.
So we're taught in life to work, physical labor, to become the thing.
Yes, the thing.
But the power in what we're learning is you become the thing first. You become
in your mind.
and then it works back, like life catches up to
From the work through our physical work.
and through the actions. And when it's like we're not working, like we're not, like, of course, to do this is not easy. It takes the actions to be consistent and to keep going. But it's not from a place of begging or desperation. It's from a place of, well, we are already
Yes.
we are already here. So we just need to, if I'm here,
learning, and then planning, and then working. And so those three key, they are really, and I listened from another motivation speaker, Nightingale. Nightingale is where he said, tell me what you want to be, I tell you how you got to get it. And he was telling everybody like that. But you see, this American motivational speaker, do you know when they started? 1900. They knew this secret for a long time. They recorded this 1900. I don't think back home even people had radio. They record this motivation.
So smart.
So smart. Imagine to listen this guy. He passed away long time ago. But you listen to him, he move you, he change you, he make you your life better you have ever seen. This is what you are doing. We are leaving this message to the generation after generation after generation. This is what never God had did. The people my generation, the people grew up together because they know they can't believe me, they will not go to listen to me. But there's children who got to born later, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, they go to listen to me. And it's going to change. Because now they change me, they change my life.
And this is something like, you know, with our consistency, will be played, these episodes, this podcast will run for generations. This is something we're going to pass down to our children's children. We are showing the way, we are being vulnerable. Everything we're going through, we're sharing because people see their story in you. And that's why for you, when you go in to be a motivational speaker and you're going and speaking in front of thousands of people and you've seen it in your mind and you're there, it's like all those people there, they're going to see themselves in you. Yes. That father, he's going to see himself in you. That son, he's going to see himself in you, the vulnerability. And also, I think what makes it so powerful and what we're learning is the power of storytelling. You see, in the Bible, Jesus used stories because the story, like a movie, it makes you put yourself in that position.
That was in the Bible. The Bible is a story of our mind. Yes, it's not real life. It's a story of our mind. And now what we found, all we are connected through mind. All our story are connected. And then each person has his own story. Everybody has his own story. We never thought our story is powerful enough. Because I was born in Rwanda in a small city in Kigali, my story is powerful than any other person on earth. Do you know why? Because now I knew I am God. I knew my power and my presence of God is me. I am equal like anyone else. It doesn't matter you were born in America, you were born in Africa, you were born anywhere, because our life, our cells function the same thing there. Our stomach need the same things there. There's no nothing a white person want and African want. No. We want the same things to feed the things there. See? You have to think because you have more. Is it because you live well? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's true. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of the Rubasha Family Podcast. We're so proud and encouraged to be giving you guys this information, to be sharing our stories, to be sharing our lives. And we are growing to a phenomenal level. We've been able to open our podcast to now new guests, to new clients in order for them to get their stories out there. And we're going to use this media company to enrich the lives of others, to enrich the lives of business owners, for people out there who want to get their stories out there so they can market themselves magnificently, just like the way we're doing it. So thank you guys for watching and tuning into yet another episode. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, guys.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.